Welcome back to Daybreak this morning. For years now, we've been hearing about companies looking for a cheap and a tasty way to swap meat for plants. Now there's a meatless alternative that's making some headway, cracking into the fast food industry with the Impossible Burger.
The Whopper. News 8's Justin Kollar is in studio. We just have to ask, Justin, was the burger worth the bite?
Teresa and Casey, we put the Impossible Whopper to the taste test, and it actually tasted pretty good. But we also put it under the microscope, talking to a local nutritionist to see if the switch makes sense from a health standpoint.
By now, you've likely seen the ads. Impossible Burgers, promoting meatless alternatives. But are they good for you?
For health reasons, no, they're not. They don't have the health halo that people think they should have.
That's Dr. Christy Arts, a nutritionist for Spectrum. She claims the proof is in the patty.
People hear that they're plant-based alternatives to meat products, so they think they may be healthier. But in fact, when you look at the ingredient list, they're typically high in saturated fat, high in sodium, and they're really just a processed food.
According to Burger King's nutrition website, one thing their 100% meatless Whopper has going for it is 80 milligrams less cholesterol than its meaty counterpart. However, it does have 10% more sodium and nearly 20% more carbs.
It can be a nice transition product, potentially. I would say that's the only real advantage I see as a physician.
So we decided to taste one for ourselves.
Here we have the original Whopper, and right next to it, the Impossible Whopper. Now, they look almost identical, but let's take a bite and see how it tastes.
Not only do they look alike, they taste practically the same too.
It sizzles like ground beef, so people are really surprised when they see the product, they smell it, they see how it cooks.
I certainly was, and for those looking to cut back on real meat, Art says the Impossible could be good for that too.
But again, we have to weigh in, what is it doing to our personal health?
Now, she continued to say, really, the biggest benefit here is it's not health, it's an environmental impact. And I know we kind of touched on that earlier, but eating these more easily sustainable foods takes away the greenhouse gas emissions from these large beef farms. So that's kind of, it tastes almost exactly the same. The consistency is so much the same.
They actually
so it's
sold you that taste test.
Yes.
Bundle.
Yeah, you get the original Whopper and then the Impossible Whopper together as a bundle. So it was cost effective and tasty.
Short straw here on the assignment. Thanks, Justin.
It's 5.